The alien warriors of the Zix Collective had earned their reputation as one of the most formidable forces in the galaxy. Their technology was unmatched, their combat strategies unparalleled, and their ruthlessness legendary. Entire civilizations had fallen under their might, crumbling before the sheer precision and efficiency of their invasions. Yet, when they received intelligence about a mysterious planet on the edge of known space, dubbed Death World by terrified survivors, they hesitated. Whispers spoke of horrors beyond comprehension, of creatures that thrived where others perished, and environments so hostile even machines could not endure them for long. Commander Vrank led the expeditionary force, tasked with exploring this enigma. His crew consisted of hardened veterans who had faced countless battles across star systems, but none felt truly prepared for what lay ahead. The Death World's atmosphere shimmered ominously through the view screen, its surface obscured by swirling storms and jagged mountain ranges. As their ship descended into orbit, readouts indicated extreme radiation levels, toxic air, and gravity nearly twice that of their home world. "This is insane," muttered Lieutenant Kale, gripping his console tightly. "No species should be able to survive here." Vrank shot him a sharp glance. "Survival isn't luxury, it's adaptation. Whatever lives down there has evolved to thrive in these conditions. We need to understand how." The team deployed onto the surface wearing exosuits designed to protect against the harshest environments imaginable. Each suit was equipped with advanced weaponry, scanners, and life support systems capable of sustaining its wearer for weeks. They landed near a dense forest composed of towering, gnarled trees whose bark oozed acidic sap. Strange noises echoed from every direction, growls, screeches, and clicks that defied easy interpretation. Their mission was simple: locate any signs of intelligent life or gather data on the dominant predators inhabiting the area. What they found instead left them stunned. Within minutes of setting foot on the ground, movement rippled through the underbrush. Massive beasts emerged, covered in thick armor plating and wielding natural weapons like claws longer than an adult humanoid's arm. These creatures moved with unnatural speed despite the oppressive gravity, circling the intruders with predatory intent. But it wasn't just their physical prowess that unnerved the Zix soldiers, it was their behavior. "These things are hunting us strategically," whispered Specialist Lyra, her voice trembling slightly over the comm link. "They're working together." Indeed, the creatures exhibited coordination rarely seen outside highly trained military units. One group feinted at the front while another flanked them silently. Pincer movements, ambush tactics, and coordinated retreats became evident within moments. It was clear that these animals didn't rely solely on brute strength. They were thinking hunters. But the true shock came later, after the team managed to fend off several waves of attacks using their superior firepower. Exhausted and shaken, they regrouped inside a makeshift shelter constructed from reinforced alloy panels. That's when they saw it, a structure. At first glance, it appeared to be part of the landscape, blending seamlessly with the surrounding terrain. Only upon closer inspection did they realize it was artificial, a crude yet functional fortress carved directly into the side of a cliff. Its walls bristled with sharpened stakes made from bone and metal scavenged from fallen prey. Entrances were narrow tunnels designed to funnel attackers into kill zones. Defensive mechanisms included tripwires connected to explosive devices crafted from volcanic materials. "What is this?" Kale asked aloud, his disbelief palpable. Before anyone could answer, figures began emerging from the shadows of the fortress. They weren't more monsters, at least, not entirely. These beings walked upright, though their forms bore evidence of harsh evolution. Thick scales protected their bodies, while elongated limbs allowed them to move swiftly across uneven ground. Their eyes glowed faintly in the dim light, betraying heightened senses adapted to perpetual twilight. And then came the moment that would haunt the Zix warriors forever. Without warning, one of the scaled beings raised a hand, signaling silence. From behind them, a new wave of those monstrous predators approached. But rather than attacking, they stopped short, bowing low before the scaled figures. A collective gasp rippled through the Zix team as realization dawned. These creatures weren't merely surviving alongside the apex predators. They were commanding them. "They've domesticated them," Lyra breathed, awe mingling with fear in her tone. It got worse. Over the next hour, the Zix team observed interactions between the scaled beings and their monstrous allies that revealed startling insights into their society. Communication occurred via gestures, vocalizations, and even subtle shifts in posture. Tools fashioned from bones and minerals suggested rudimentary engineering skills. Most chillingly, the scaled beings demonstrated knowledge of warfare far beyond anything expected from such a primitive-looking race. When the Zix team attempted to retreat back to their shuttle, they triggered an alarm system hidden within the fortress. Horn-like calls reverberated through the valley, summoning reinforcements both bipedal and quadrupedal. Within moments, the aliens were surrounded. Instead of attacking outright, however, the leader stepped forward. Using broken pieces of salvaged machinery, it constructed a crude device resembling a universal translator. After some trial and error, words began forming in halting bursts. You? Come? Why? Vreng hesitated, unsure whether honesty or deception would serve them better. Finally, he replied, We seek knowledge. Your world fascinates us. The leader tilted its head, studying the invaders intently. Then it gestured toward the fortress and said, Come, see. Against all logic, the Zix team followed, too curious and too intimidated to refuse. Inside the fortress, they witnessed scenes that defied belief. Training grounds where young scaled beings practiced combat techniques against live predators. Workshops where tools and weapons were forged using methods passed down through generations. Even medical facilities where injured warriors and their animal companions were treated with care. But the piece de resistance awaited them in the central chamber. There, etched into the stone wall, was a mural depicting countless battles fought and won. At the center stood a figure holding aloft a symbol resembling a starburst, an emblem representing survival itself. Our ancestors taught us, the leader explained through the translator, to fight, to adapt, to conquer death itself. As the Zix team absorbed this revelation, a profound sense of inadequacy washed over them. For all their technological marvels, their meticulously planned campaigns, their unwavering discipline, they paled in comparison to the raw tenacity displayed by these inhabitants of the Death World. In the end, Commander Vrank made a decision unprecedented in Zix history. He ordered his team to withdraw without engaging further. When questioned by his superiors upon returning to their fleet, he delivered a single statement. If we challenge them again, we will lose. Not because they are stronger, but because they know something we do not, something primal, something essential. And so the Death World remained untouched, its secrets guarded by those who had mastered the art of survival in its harshest form. The Zix Collective never forgot the lesson learned that day. Sometimes basic instincts honed over millennia can outmatch even the most advanced civilization's greatest achievements.